I thought it was deeply powerful on multiple levels.
I had the experience of disappearing.
I just felt transformed out of my body a little bit into light and movement and music and kind of lost myself a little bit.
Everything that you said.
In July of 2015, I was approached by Dr. David Glowacki with the offer to borrow his danceroom spectroscopy equipment. He said he was curious to see what I would do with it. I led 3 events with DS that December in the sacred space at Northeastern University, one for their Buddhist group, one for their interfaith council, and also one that was open to the general public. I've been leading Buddhist dance events for 10 years, but never with any kind of technology like this. The exciting potential and also the challenge for me in using DS was trying to figure out how to use its visuals to enhance the contemplative movement experience. I usually guide people to pay more attention to what it feels like on the inside than to what things look like on the outside, and DS shifts that sensory focus from kinesthetic to a more visual awareness. We laid out meditation cushions where people could sit when they weren't moving, and I started each session with a guided meditation to set the tone. From there, I DJ'd music, and people were free to move through the DS space as they liked. We'll take a 3D capture of your body. This is all the camera sees, and then it's this supercomputer over here that has a physics algorithm. The idea was that whether you were moving or sitting, you'd be engaged in a form of meditation. At the Interfaith Council session, I especially wanted to evoke the idea of our interconnection across faith traditions. I asked people to write down statements about interconnection informed by their faith tradition or spirituality. I then read these back to them as a guided meditation while they moved with DS. We are all part and parcel of the Almighty. Be nothing, and there is only God, and God is one. 3,000 realms in a single moment of life, so that they may be one, as you, Father, are in me and I in you. Ubuntu. Your soul is a representation of the universe. We are all of this earth. Love your neighbor as yourself. It was just thrilling to use DS. Personally, I felt like I was seeing Buddhist principles brought to life right in front of my eyes. And I was curious to see what Dr. Glowacki would think about what we'd been up to, so I sent him a draft of this film from my Northeastern sessions. We are all part and parcel of the Almighty. Be nothing, and there is only God, and God is one.
I was absolutely, touched and fascinated by the work that Harrison did. I guess it's quite interesting for me as a physicist and a scientist to see how something that's grounded in sort of the fundamental laws of the universe can actually be used to transform people's own representation of the sacred and of themselves. And I think that these sorts of synergies are extremely fascinating.